It's another lovely day today, and I thought it would be fun to have a little Catholic Church show and tell, because we get asked about this often, and I thought it was time. So, we have different, what are called altar lilies that we use at the altar, and they have practical purposes, and they also have very symbolic purposes. They all have to do with the fact that we as Catholics truly believe that when bread and wine is made into the Eucharist as a blessing of Father Mike's hands, it becomes truly and fully the body, blood, soul, and divinity of Jesus Christ. He is truly and really present in the Eucharist. And so these linens have something to do with the awe and the devotion and the respect of that fact. So, when you go to receive the precious blood, the minister of communion will often have this. It's a napkin. No, I'm just joking. It's not really a napkin. There's a name for it. It's called a purificator. All right? It's a purificator. Now, it has a practical purpose. Obviously, it wipes off where the person in front of you has put their mouth onto the chalice, right? But it also has a symbolic purpose because what is in that chalice is truly the precious blood of God. And so therefore, to prevent any of it being misconstrued onto the floor or onto the side of the chalice, this linen cloth is used to collect it off the side. Right? So, likewise, there are two other things. On the altar is an altar cloth, but where you can't see it sometimes, and Father will put it up there, is this. And this is called a corporal. It's another altar cloth. And it is always white, and it is always made out of linen, not cotton or silk or anything else, and there's a reason for that. This hard one right here has a piece of linen, and it's got a piece of cardboard in it. This is called a pall, P-A-L-L, and this goes on top of the chalice when the precious blood is in the chalice. Now, the practical purpose of this is the corporal collects any particles or crumbs or dropping of God's body onto here when it is in Eucharist, and the pall prevents anything from going into the chalice. Now, way back in the day, these two things used to be one piece, because when they brought up the gifts in the first centuries, they didn't have nice little breads like this. They brought whole loaves of bread, and so they had a big altar cloth. And when those loaves were consecrated into the body, the cloth was folded over the top to protect it. And then as the centuries went on, it got smaller. And we got a corporal, and we got a pall. Interestingly enough, the cloth that goes over a casket is also called a pall, because pall comes from pallium, which means cloak, and corporal comes from, obviously, corpus, or body. Pallium means shroud, corpus means body. They're made out of linen because from the Gospels we remember that Christ's body, when he was taken down from the cross, was wrapped in linen. So those are all the symbolic reasons and purposes for all of our altar cloths.